Jason Peterson, and I'm the head of brand and one of the partners at Cycling Frog. I've been in the cannabis space since approximately 2011 here in the state of Oregon. Started in the medical marijuana industry, started with some medical marijuana grows, producing indoor flower for patients. And did that for several years. My background is actually in graphic design and advertising. I graduated from the Art Institute of Pittsburgh with a degree in advertising. I always envisioned myself at some point in the future working on the branding side, but I really wanted to understand the plant fundamentally from the ground up. So started to learn about cannabis growing. Once CDE became legal in 2015, we kind of took what we had learned growing indoor and saw an opportunity to reach a broader market. CBD was, federally legal, was a national crop. And so we basically took our indoor growing knowledge and then applied it to sort of some outdoor farming. So we started with 1 acre 1 year, and then the next year was 2 acres, and the third year was 4 acres. And I think by 2019, we were operating 41 acres, growing and producing really high quality CBD. At the same time, my partner Sequoia, he owns and operates Lazarus Naturals. He's been in the space for just similar trajectory, although he got more into the product development and branding much sooner. So our sister company, Lazarus Naturals, is a fairly large, successful CBD. He had Cycling Frog as a label within his stable. So Cycling Frog, very early on, were some really high potency gel caps, isolate, CBD products, RSO, and those were sold kind of in the medical cannabis markets in Arizona and California. As his brand grew, there became less distinction between Lazarus Naturals and Cycling Frog kind of got lost in the shuffle. And so fast forward a couple of years, and so now it's 2020, and he's been trying to figure out how to, basically branch Cycling Frog off into its own separate entity. Novel cannabinoids at this point had started to become the focus within the CBD space. So, hemp-derived Delta-9, Delta-8, HHCs, those started to become more and more popular. And so we looked at taking Cycling Frog and turning it into more of a recreational focused hemp brand. So to create some distinction between Lazarus Naturals, which is a CBD focused brand, and Cycling Frog. With our products, it is, we've spent a lot of time honing in on the flavors. Cannabinoids themselves can be very bitter and very astringent. So we worked really hard sourcing organic fruit juice suppliers to create our beverages so that the taste and the experience from the user is just really good. A lot of people will consume a cannabis product and they'll get that bitterness, they'll get some of the cannabis flavor in there, and individuals who maybe aren't as experienced with cannabis don't want that, right? They don't necessarily want to taste the cannabis in their products. And so, again, we're going after traditional beverage. We see our product as being sitting side by side, bottles of wine, 6 packs of beer. Ultimately, we view it as another way in which people can choose to relax and unwind and let loose and have fun. Directly comparing it to alcohol, it has fewer calories. There's really no long-term health risks with the product. So again, we're really trying to position it as an alternative to alcohol, and we see it being on the store shelves next to alcohol. So ultimately, we're trying to get into traditional beverage. And by offering a lower potency product, we feel comfortable and confident we can do that. We're currently predominantly a D2C brand, so available online and shipped to all 50 states. We did just onboard a distributor in New York, Manhattan, We've onboarded distributors in Texas, Minnesota, Colorado. We're onboarding distributors in Nevada. So it really is, it's a state-by-state play, but there aren't any specifically that we're focusing on. We're actually going out to all 50 states, meeting with traditional beverage retailers, traditional beverage distributors, and gauging their interest on what, if they would be interested in carrying our products. And we're really just going with those hot leads that we generate quickly. Cycling Frog beverages provide an opportunity, again, to relax, unwind, let loose in a way that is similar to alcohol, but without the long-term health effects. There's fewer calories, about half as much calories in our products than you'd find in a traditional hard seltzer. Again, there's no alcohol, and they're fun. The flavors are bold, they're bright, they're vibrant. And if you haven't tried a THC cannabis seltzer, we really invite you to, because you may find that experience that you're looking for, you can find within a can of Cycling Frog. What we like to say is that each can is 12 ounces of fun and 0 ounces of regret. They're very flavorful, they're very enjoyable. And we find that a lot of people, once they've had one of them, have a really good time.